Mhm.
Right. Thank you.
Go. Feeding time, guys. Come on, let's go. Come on.
Jellyfish have been around for over 500 million years, making them older than dinosaurs. Unlike many leopards, Sri Lankan leopards often spend more time on the ground because they have fewer large predators to avoid.
Me, 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 me.
Me like that. What's your issue? Who are you talking to? Who is you talking to?
Yoshkin kot! Total!
When the joy hits, you just have to roll with it.
No, don't get me like this.
Trying to scare us
Yeah,
away.
this one's like, I'm gonna do what Mom does.
What was that? No, sir. Leave her alone. You little stink butt.
Every morning starts almost the same in our house. My alarm rings, I stretch, and before my feet even touch the floor, I hear a happy tail thumping against the wall. That can only mean one thing. Bai is already awake. He walks beside me while I make breakfast, hoping a tiny piece of toast might, accidentally, fall onto the floor. His ears perk up whenever I grab my keys, and his eyes follow every move I make. Bai, I and Appos. I'll be back soon, I tell him. He tilts his head as if he and Appos trying to understand every single word. When I put on my shoes, he gives me one last hopeful look, wondering if today might be the day I decide to take him with me. Sometimes I kneel down and scratch behind his ears. I have to go to work. Be a good boy, He gives my hand one quick lick, wagging his tail with all his strength. As I close the front door, I always hear his little footsteps following me from inside. I smile every single time. Later that afternoon, I asked my neighbor something that made my heart melt. Does Bai bark while I and Appos am gone? She laughed. No. He mostly sits near the front door. Really? He waits. At first I thought she was joking, but the next day, I decided to check the pet camera I had placed in the living room. There he was. Instead of playing with his toys or sleeping on the couch, Bai quietly walked over to the front door after I left. He sniffed the bottom of the door. He sat down. Then he simply waited. Every few minutes he stood up, looked toward the window, listened for sounds outside, and sat down again. Watching him made my heart feel both warm and a little guilty. To Bai, I wasn't Appos. He just leaving for a few hours. He was patiently counting every moment until I came home. Over the next few days, I couldn't and Appos. He stopped watching the camera during my lunch break. Bai had created his own little routine. Sometimes he and Appos carry one of my slippers to the front door and rest his head on it. Sometimes he and Appos bring his favorite stuffed duck beside him, almost like it was keeping him company. When a motorcycle passed by, his ears shot straight up. He stood, listened carefully, then slowly sat back down. When someone walked past the house, tail wag, quick sniff, tiny hopeful smile. Not me. Back to waiting. I never realized how many sounds happened outside until I watched Bai react to every single one. One rainy afternoon, a delivery driver knocked on the gate. Bai ran over excitedly. For one magical second, he thought it was me. But when the driver left, Bai quietly returned to his usual spot. No barking, no complaining, just waiting. That evening, I came home a little later than usual. The moment my footsteps reached the gate, something incredible happened. Before I even unlocked the door, I heard Zumai's tiny paws sprinted across the floor. His tail was hitting everything in sight. The door wasn't Appos to even open yet, but Bai somehow already knew. As soon as I stepped inside, whoosh, a fluffy brown rocket launched itself into my legs. Bai spun in circles so fast he almost lost his balance. He barked once, twice, then grabbed his stuffed duck and proudly carried it around the living room like he was showing me everything I and Appos missed. I laughed so hard I nearly dropped my backpack. Bai, slow down.